think it's so hard? Why is it that they hesitate to arrest members of parliament or the prime ministers or those people when they're outline and they break the laws and corruptions and stuff like that? Why is it that we don't see no arrest make? Why is it we don't see arrest making those in cases like those where the security forces have the power and should have the power to arrest public officials for their corrupt act? Why is it that they fail to do that? Is it that they don't have the investigative techniques to investigate these high crimes? Or is it they're afraid of the political backlash? They fear of being refused to be promoted if they dare mess with the politicians because they have the power. Is that what's really happening? Because we know in Jamaica that the politicians have everything in their hand, which make things dangerous in Jamaica because um, the everything is involved politics in Jamaica. The Justice Department, politics, everything, the healthcare, school, education, you just name it, it's in Jamaica. So that's why corruption is so high in Jamaica because of the way the system is designed. And so when you hear somebody said we're going to investigate this or investigate that, how can you investigate yourself? Because the government can't investigate itself. Then you will never get justice, isn't it? And so that's why we need the Justice Department in Jamaica should be independent. All these department that is headed by political representative should be abolished. It should. The political representative should not head or should not have any doing or saying in the execution or process of these entities, how they conduct their business, etc. It should be it should be free from political interference altogether. That's dangerous. And when you see these political representative, oh, they are so arrogant and, and how their attitudes towards people and how they act and, things like these need to cut. Things like these need to go. We shouldn't have these political representatives heading this department. We shouldn't. And in order to change Jamaica and to make it a better place, we first have to change the way we do things. It must be a constitutional reform that reflects the people of Jamaica, for the people of Jamaica, by the people of Jamaica. It is time now that we should break ties with the colonial powers because they break ties with us anyway. The colonial power break ties with you the moment they even refuse you to come in their country and you was once colonized by them. They enslave you, they colonize you, and then they refuse to have you enter in their country unless you meet their requirement. And these are the same people, the same country that enslaved and colonized you once, are telling you that you have to meet a certain criteria to enter their shores. And if you don't meet those criteria, you won't get clearance to enter that country. And that's such a shame. In Jamaica, should break ties with all these countries that had break ties with Jamaica, diplomatic relationship, because they break ties with you. Because once you have to enter their territories, that means they break ties with you. So you should have break ties with them also. And the government should review the treaties, review treaties that it has with many of these countries outside, all these countries that has treaties with. The government should review these treaties. In fact, I believe that every time you have an election and there's a new or a change of government, then all those treaties should be suspended and up for review by the government that is elected to make sure those treaty is in keeping with the rights of the people, and it is also in beneficial, it is also benefiting the people and not to the country that the treaty was designed for. Must make sure it is in the best interests of the citizen of Jamaica and not in the best interests of any countries that proposes this treaty. And that's what the Jamaican governments need to do. They need to stand up as a sovereign nation. They need to stand up for the rights of their citizens, and they need to put their country and their citizens first, just like every other country do. I personally believe in a fashion of Jamaica could be the Switzerland in the Caribbean. The only treaty that, the only treaty that you should be a part of, really, should be the United Nations and the Declaration of Human Rights. But to let Jamaica be a free territory or country or sovereign state, whichever way you want to put it, but make it be free from all obligation of the outside world. Jamaica must not get involved or participate in any kind of armed struggle with any other country that requested. Jamaica should be a neutral territory, a very neutral territory. And that's what we need to do, is to change the way how we do business with other nations. Because You can't end up being the loser at all time. Your citizens can't end up being the losers at all time. And so, if it ain't good for the goose, it ain't good for the gander. Just plain as simple as that. And so, if your citizens in your country have rights that should be recognized on an international level, not only locally but internationally, and will be protected and shall be protected by any means, then it is also the will of the Jamaican people for your country to respect their rights also by any and all means. And what is good for you should be good for us also, in good practice and good faith. But it can't be only a one-way stream, whereas I have to respect your rights, but you don't respect mine. I have the freedom, you have the freedom to just enter my territory, but I don't have that privilege or freedom to do so in your territory. It must not be. It should not be. And those are the things that the government needs to iron out. Remember, it's okay now if a country want to get upset because you put your citizen first. Let them get upset. It's okay. But you have to do what is right for your citizen, for your country, for your people. You have to make it right. They won't make it right. But you cannot let them manipulate and utilize the citizen and do as they like and please. You can't let it happen, Mr. Government. And so, in many cases, we would like to know what really is it that the government is doing for the people. Because whenever time you hear the government or any government, they always talk about what their party is doing and what the party will benefit from, not what the people of Jamaica will benefit or speak on behalf of the people. And that's dangerous. There's a lot of things that need to change in Jamaica, but the change have to come from the people of Jamaica. And the people of Jamaica have to understand the power that they have and must execute that power. You must exercise the franchise of voting. You must vote for issues, not for a party. And that's what's one of the main things in Jamaica. The people that vote for the party, but they don't know why they vote. And they don't know what they're voting for. You must hold your political representative accountable for their action. You must hold your government accountable for their action. And with that, I said a change must come, and the change must come from you, the people, because without you, without your participation in the political process, then there won't be changes. If it is only going to be where one man speak and it goes for everybody, then there's a grave miscarriage of justice. And this is a threat to democracy. This is a threat to the people. This is a threat to humanity. And it's up to the people to make those changes. Change must come from you.